quite big arms, and yeah, just a hairy chest, man. But yeah, I'm kind of good with this. So yeah. Bam. So guys, that was basically just a quick one about like physique right now. And I am sort of posting, sorry for the chair by the way, I am posting sometimes, checkups, not necessarily checkups, but it's sort of like how the physique is looking right now. It's a good sort of thing to just log the progress. I don't necessarily have too much plans on the progress, whereas just maintenance, really, maybe gain some strength in different sort of areas, but other than that, it isn't really that big of a deal. But just making sure I have the physique I want, Jesus. And yeah, and the sort of training right now looks like push-pull legs 5 times a week. So I have legs 1 time a week, but I'll have to gradually work my way up to 2 times a week, I think. But as of now, it's 1 time a week because my knees just can't do it. Maybe I can do something else like abs only, maybe some shoulders, who knows. But right now it's 5 times a week, and I'm enjoying that as of now. And I have to prioritize school as well. But it's like 180 grams. What's it look like? 180, 186, 86. Yeah, I do about 2 kg. Yeah, 2 kilogram. No, 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, I think, and I weigh about 86, so it's like 170 to 180 grams of protein every day now. We'll see how that goes. I did a bit under. I did a bit under. It was about 160, 170, but now I've upped it with 10 grams, and we'll see how that goes. I've sort of gotten cottage cheese in my gym food thing right now again, and for me it's such a cheap way to get the protein. I think it's 29 kroner in my country, which is about $2-3 for 40 grams of protein. That's kind of nice. Between 2 and 3 grams, $2 and $3, I think. And I say dollars or euros perhaps, but it's quite cheap that way. I buy. I do vary sometimes on the meal, but like rice, I buy like a bag of jasmine rice, if that is what it's called in English. Like a bag of rice, and then I do certain portions every day. It's way cheaper because you have some sort of carbs and whatever is in rice. Let me just check right now what is in rice. Carbs, small amounts of protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, high water content. Okay, so it isn't that bad, I guess, but it's actually very low in fat. Well, vitamin B and minerals. So it isn't necessarily that shitty, but I'm making sure that I have sort of different things on the side. For example, I'm gonna fry up chicken with a whole yellow onion. But I also remember I do like 6 eggs, 2 protein shakes, which equals 60 grams of protein, about. The 6 eggs, which is about 40 grams. I do it with, like a it's bread, but it's not loaf. It's the opposite. I don't know the name, but it's supposed to be a bit better. Even though bread is bread, but that's about 100 in total for the with the eggs and the shake, and like 50 to 80 grams or 90 grams of protein with the chicken, because 200 250, that's about 50 grams, around there, 50 grams of protein. And then you got like 50 or 60, 50 to 60 grams of protein. But now I bought the 450 grams of chicken, which is 80 to 90 grams of protein. So that is like the only thing I will have for the rest of the day is the rice with the onion, and then the chicken, and I will have some sauce, I think, as well, chicken sauce. It's not the best kind of sauce. It's it's supposed to be with it's a lot of portions, but I'm just going to pour it out. So that's about it. And it's kind of, yeah, I'm trying to make sure I can eat a good amount and still have like money left in my bank account. And it comes with buying bigger portions of stuff like rice and other stuff, right? You have to look at the kilo price, I guess. I got taught that in way too late, but now I do look at the kilo price. But you just have to work yourself out on it yourself. And I think 180 190 is quite good. And then I just do training because I like it, and it helps a lot, taking the focus on something else, and it's hardwired in my brain. So there you go. So the physique right now, I'm perfectly fine with it. Now I'm just looking quite on like results. I've always been talking about going in the way of acting and such, and looking kind of too big isn't necessarily the right way. I think I just saw near very very nearly no very not too long ago, Dwayne Johnson and Dave Bautista have gone down in weight to sort of expand the possibilities of different sort of roles. And it's those kind of things that makes me like, okay, maybe I shouldn't get too big, right? Because if I want to, let's say, just be an extra or like have a small role, you don't want to like be too big, I guess. And I was in audition just a couple of weeks ago. I was in a audition where I think my size was kind of maybe a bit of a problem, but it was also sort of fitting. It was for like I was supposed to be like a sports player, but he was way younger than I am. So yeah, it went. I think it went well, but I didn't get the role, of course. So yeah. But yeah, anywho, I think that will be it for today. The plan will be school right now, right after this one. I think I will post this. I will post this later. And tomorrow, I did ask for a shift tomorrow. I was kind of hoping that he would say no, but yeah, it will be 10-hour shift tomorrow. That's fun, but we gotta get that money. And I am going to pay I'm going to pay for the school thing, and it's going to cost so much money. I think I'll pay it today, and then you'll see me being depressed tomorrow. So yeah, hope you had a good day. Hope you will have a good day. I wish you the best as always. Have a laugh, have a smile, and be kind. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care, and goodbye.